Oh my god, these won't end. Pretty sure that I've already answered this one, though. So refer to the past. Not really, truthfully. Mostly because, you know, a reason why I can deal with these pretty easily doing the videos is because I'm basically by myself. Doing something with an audience is a completely different thing, and it would be completely out of my league. Like, and I'm not just saying that. I'm pretty sure that, yes. Also, if it's not over, I do not acknowledge your existence. Heck yeah, I do. Pretty okay, and I love how it incorporates, like, different mythological beasts and whatnot. They're pretty skillfully made, except I think the author kind of went crazy with 6. Apparently 7's gonna be a lot more imaginable, though. Probably not. No offense or anything. You should just ask a question that was already asked before. A lot of people are doing that. Time, basically. It's just a time thing. Back when I was a kid, it was easy because I had nothing but time, you know? I always kind of wondered what the hell could be if it was actually properly paced. And I know his Ostration once had an idea of that, but he just kind of disappeared briefly from the internet, so I don't know what's up with that. Otherwise, doing a whole-sized hack is a lot of time. It's a lot of work. And that's pretty much where all my stuff is concentrated. And, you know, I really like... Hey, so, guys, Guitarist Dude here, this is a terraformer. Basically, the guy, a recent find on my end that I really enjoy his videos. Does blind ROM hack runs. He edits them pretty much in a way similar to mine. It's just less wacky, maybe, yes, but I still find them very, very good. I find them pretty engaging, and you know, you just persevere and you go through them, and you're crazy because you choose crazy hard games for some reason. Sure, I like some of them. It's pretty okay, just don't eat it. Looking to gain subscribers, I'm not sure. Although, if you're trying to gain subscribers, I'd argue you're kind of doing it the wrong way. If you do something that's good, normally the views will come with, okay, perhaps a modicum of putting your names out there, because it's true that I've started when Let's Play was kind of still in infancy. There wasn't the full saturation that there is right now, so the situation isn't the same. So the way I got into it is different from if I'd start now. So to be honest, I really don't know how to answer. Just keep doing what you're doing and stay honest with your work. Yeah. The story was always there more like as a filler, just to say, yo, it exists. I don't really ever think about it. I'm kind of surprised people actually use it. And that exact question again, it still makes no sense. Tziku or La Reine? It's tied between the two, and they're in the same album, I think. I do not like playing first-person shooters. Like, I've played some before. I've played Doom, I've played other games. I played Metroid Prime, which I thought was okay. But I don't like not seeing my guy, you know? It just bothers me for some reason. I do not remember number 4 happening. That was probably a long while ago. Kind of effortless, but Jesus, this is taking a while. I actually did see my TV Tropes page, and I'm mostly amazed by the little things that people can detect. I've always been fascinated by the way that TV Tropes categorizes stuff, although it has the sad consequences of people building a work by tropes, which is a terrible idea that leads to terrible work. You can use it in a way to analyze, but even then, if you just kind of put label on everything, your analysis, jeez, okay, yeah, your analysis becomes somewhat shallow and becomes more concerned with, labels instead of actually analyzing. So it's interesting, but then, this became, what do I think about TVtropes.org? It's interesting, but people who are way into TV tropes are kind of doing it wrong. 1 or, I don't know, 6 or 7 if it's pregnant. Taken but looking. Hilariously doubtful. The first video game I ever had was, Mario 1 and Duck Hunt with the Nintendo. But if you ask, the first I ever played was either Tetris or Ghouls and Ghosts at the arcade. I loved going as the arcade when I was a kid, like when I was like maybe 4, and my dad would bring me, and I'd press some buttons and stuff would happen. It was amazing. And look where it got me. There's a lesson somewhere in there. I went to Florida once when I was a kid, but because I was a kid with the trip with my parents, I thought it was hilariously boring. I don't know if it's the best ever, but basically it got lost either... Well, yeah, probably when Vidler erased my whole thing. So yeah, Vidler erased all my account there one day, and I didn't have backup, so it was all gone. Cherish your memories, I guess. Actually, no, but you have to realize, my fanship isn't really that big. Also, I live in Quebec. Most people here are French, so, I know there are some French-speaking peeps that are into my things, but it's not as, and also, I live kind of a backwater place-ish. It's not like if I was living in Montreal or something where the chances were slightly bigger. It's very rare that I bump into people, period, when you think about it. I just think Pokemon are a very ludicrous thing that also have the benefit of being popular. It's so easy to just kind of mention. Also, that's some tenuous logic there. Pierre. Do you count unemployment vacations? Otherwise, I haven't been hired for long enough, really. I have embraced Monty Python relatively late in life, in youth. So it was like too late for really to influence, although I have to admit, the humor of Monty Python is extremely compatible with my own. I find them quite enjoyable. Next question. A little bit of both, I guess. And I eat, food. Fast food, not that much. Favorite movies. I really love the first Jurassic Park, although I'm aware this is partly nostalgia. Otherwise, so bad it's good. In general. Man, there's just so much. And I don't dare put Tails Gets Trolled in that category, so I'm not sure what to answer. Well, as Let's Play grew more popular, there has been more and more people that are in it to get popular. That's just sad. But even there though, there are still new Let's Players that get in here just to, show off a game, an unhidden gem, or things like that. And that's great. Like with anything, there's good and there's bad, and it's kind of dangerous and a bit silly to say that, I don't know. It's too large a question, I feel, for the few minutes I'm willing to dedicate to each question, so yeah, pie. Not really, but this is mostly because most horror games have kind of bad gameplay. Aardvark. Keep on going. Expect the worst, but, hope for the best. Other platitudes of some kind. No, just live life one day at a time. Don't mind other people. Don't bother them also, Just keep at your own pace, be yourself, etc. No clue, as long as I'll keep going, really. Yeah, it's pretty good. Doubtful because I'm too quiet, really. Like, I just get buried, as I've mentioned before. The Timble, because it's so hilariously out of place. Let's forget that question exists. Nope. And, honestly, the second question, I've gained gained a lot of viewers. I've gained a lot of eyes on my work. And that in itself is a pretty good reward, honestly. This is kind of hard to explain with words, you know? Not any short-term plans, at least. It's not that bad. You know, work is work. There's a reason why people gotta pay you to do it. It's because no one would do it otherwise. I'll go with a yes. This is actually a pretty good question that I'm actually not really willing to answer. Well, this already has happened, like BBBBBBB, technically. It's a game I had to buy, and it's not related to Mario. It's downloaded, but it's still a legit game. There are other ones, too. Or, you know, Kirby 3, I guess? Kind of answered. Also kind of answered. Sounds like a mess for something that's already pretty huge. No, I do not. The only time I played a commercial game was purely nostalgia, and when I did a Commander Keen game, it was to play someone else's nostalgia. In other words, it's one of those once-in-a-lifetime thing, I think, at that point. That's a good question, actually, and I don't really have an answer other than, well, okay. Artificial Time, the first version, all characters ever were robots. Robots that were fairly thin because, you know, their limbs were made of, you know, tubes and whatnot. At some point, I kind of transferred them into humans, and something similar to the current way DXS is drawn was the result. And I just kind of kept exploring in that direction. So basically, human-type characters look odd because they start from a very odd place. Horse was just generic, you know, insults that I've used in my first LP of the Second Reality Project 2, where I just, you know, called Yoshi a horse because he's a rideable animal, and hilarity followed. The same length as a string. A bunch. What? Hilariously unlikely. Alright, everyone's just kind of living their days, no tragic accident or anything. Everything going on normal style, which is awesome. Nah.